I fond kiss, and then we sever. A farewell, alas, forever. Robert Burns's opening lines immediately establish both the intimacy and finality of parting, with the Scottish dialect bringing a particular tenderness to what proves to be one of literature's most affecting valedictory poems. In an age where digital communication allows constant connection across any distance, Burns's exploration of permanent separation carries renewed poignancy. Welcome to this excerpt from a Level Ahead seminar on A Fond Kiss, where we will explore how Burns transforms personal loss into universal meditation on love's paradoxical nature, simultaneously our greatest source of joy and deepest cause of pain. The poem raises a fascinating question. Does Burns present love's intensity as worth the inevitable suffering of separation? Or does he suggest that such passionate attachment ultimately proves destructive to those who experience it? This excerpt will provide an overview of the poem and close analysis of the opening stanza. For full access to the seminar, sign in on the website showing on the screen. Membership is free for 2026. The full seminar explores all stanzas with close analysis, possible approaches to themes, and activities to embed your learning. A Fond Kiss operates as a lyric of farewell, in which Burns addresses Agnes McLehose, known through their correspondence as Clorinda, as she prepares to sail to Jamaica to rejoin her estranged husband. The poem demonstrates Burns's characteristic ability to elevate personal experience into universal statement through the combination of Scottish vernacular and sophisticated poetic technique. The poem employs a modified ballad stanza of 8 lines, alternating between tetrameter and trimeter, creating what critics describe as a lilting quality that mirrors the speaker's emotional oscillation between tenderness and despair. The Scottish dialect, particularly in phrases like "I fond kiss" and "fare thee weel," provides both authenticity and emotional immediacy, whilst avoiding the stilted neoclassical diction that characterises some of Burns's English verse. The work divides into 3 stanzas that chart the emotional journey from immediate separation through philosophical reflection to final farewell. The first stanza establishes the pain of parting, the second explores the nature of their love, whilst the third delivers the ultimate valediction. Throughout, Burns employs structural antithesis. The poem's consistent formal control paradoxically intensifies rather than contains the speaker's emotional turmoil. The title itself functions as synecdoche. The single kiss represents the entire relationship, whilst the Scottish I, one, emphasises both singularity and finality. This compression of meaning proves characteristic of Burns's technique throughout, where individual moments carry the weight of entire emotional experiences. Stanza 1, The Pain of Parting. The opening 2 lines immediately establish the poem's central tension through the powerful verb sever, which creates a sense of hyperbole and captures the intensity of emotion Burns feels as he leaves his lover. The use of end-stopping and caesura replicates this sense of departure and separation from the outset, whilst lending itself to a staccato rhythm that suits the Scottish dialect. Notice how the repetition of I emphasises singularity. One kiss, one farewell, suggesting the uniqueness of both the moment and the relationship. The title, A Fond Kiss, gives immediate emphasis on intimacy, with the Scottish dialect bringing a particular fondness to the moment of parting. In lines 3 and 4, the phrase, "Deep in heart-wrung tears I'll pledge thee," introduces the physical manifestation of emotional pain. The compound phrase, heart-wrung, lends itself to a sense of desperate emotion, creating a visceral image of grief being literally squeezed from the speaker's core. The verb pledge creates a sense of loyalty which proves ironic given the nature of Burns's relationship in real life. He writes to Agnes, a lover from a different social class, whilst both are married to others. This contextual information perhaps gives significance to the phrase in line 4, "Warring sighs and groans I'll wage thee." The military metaphor in warring and wage suggests the battle is between the classes as well as the impediments to their relationship. The personification of sighs and groans as combatants emphasizes how grief becomes an active force, fighting the need to leave against the need to remain with his lover. The third couplet in the opening stanza gives a sense of the enduring nature of hope that is found in true love through astronomical imagery. Who shall say that fortune grieves him, while the star of hope she leaves him? Hope is able to shine through the most desperate and immutable of forces, fate or fortune. The capitalization of fortune personifies fate as a potentially controlling force, whilst the star of hope provides the single point of light twinkling inside him. However, the stanza ends with a note of lost love and despair. Me, dark despair around benights. The alliteration of dark despair emphasizes the darkness, and the archaic benights me creates a metaphor of darkness, and a sense of how bereft he is, even with hope's star twinkling. The paradox emerges clearly. The speaker remains overwhelmed by darkness despite maintaining hope. We hope that this video has been helpful in supporting your studies of this poem. On screen are a list of some of the critical sources mentioned in the video, along with other suggestions for further exploration. Don't forget, for full access to the seminar, sign in on the website showing on the screen. Membership is free for 2026. The full seminar explores all stanzas with close analysis, possible approaches to themes, and activities to embed your learning. Thank you for listening, and good luck in your studies or your preparation.